Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Minute. It is 12:45. I missed you. It feels like I haven't done this in forever. It's a very strange feeling to me after so many consistent weeks, but I hope you don't mind. It was the Memorial Day holiday when we honor our fallen soldiers in the US last Monday, and I just decided to lean into that holiday and enjoy the first week of no school and time with my family. But I'm back. It is the Monday Minute. I am Rita Ernst. I am the author of Show Up Positive, a book coming to a bookstore near you this coming Tuesday. So not tomorrow, but the following week, Tuesday, June the 14th. Is the release date when they'll start shipping those books. It's in pre-sale right now. I would love it if you would go out to Amazon and order a copy. But what we're talking about at the Monday Minute is something from inside of Show Up Positive, which is my Show Up Positive Sparks. And these are words that are intended to give you some infusion of inspiration to help you become the person that you're wanting to be in the workplace and to show others around you what that looks like. Because, there's that saying, if you can see it, you can be it, right? So when we show up and we behave in ways that create the culture and the workplace experience and the belonging that we want to have with others in our workplace, we are also showing others how to be that same thing. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things to be in the workplace, and that is generative. And so let's talk a minute about what this word generative means. So generative means to create, right? That's the general, that's the term, the definition. There's the word. Golly, I'm stumbling all over my words today. That is the definition of the word generative, to create. And the focus I want to take that creation to comes from the earliest work by Peter Senge around generative leadership. So one of the things that I think is extremely important to understand about ourselves in the workplace is that leadership is a skill set. It is not a position. We have management duties and responsibilities and management and supervisory positions where we are responsible for teams of people who report directly to us. Those are management roles. But leadership is a different skill set. And that's what I want to lean in today. I want to lean into generative leadership as a skill set we all can practice regardless of the position that we hold in the workplaces we're in. So thank you, my whoever's listening on LinkedIn. It doesn't identify you, but I'm glad you're intrigued by the topic. I love to talk about this topic. So when you're generative, you're creating, you're bringing forth, you're giving rise to new things. So let's put that in the context of leadership, right? A lot of times as leaders, we show up as problem solvers. We focus on what's the problem that I need to solve today, or what's going on that's a problem, and I'll come in and I'll fix that problem. And we stay in this mode. And this is what Peter Senge was calling out in his early work. And this is going to be from way back in the 80s and 90s of, problem solvers. He called it adaptive leadership, right? Where we are just adapting how we show up day to day in response to the environment around us. And he's like, that's not where it's at. That's not what's really going to help make things better for you. Where it's at is generative leadership. And the way that he distinguishes generative leadership is that you're in that creation mode, that you are focusing on community building and growth through learning, and you're future focused. You're not solving the problem of the moment. And what happens when you're in the adaptive mode is that you show up really hot and heavy as a leader to solve a problem, and then you just sort of fade into the background until the next problem draws you in again. But you don't really see a role. You're not actively engaged, sustaining your leadership in a present way for people around you when you're in that adaptive problem solving mode, because you're just reacting to the problem becomes the trigger for the leader in you to show up. And that's not what we want. We want generative leadership where it's coming from inside of you. It's about this vision you have for what you want to create and this community and belonging and engagement that you want to create. That's generative leadership. where you are seeing possibility and you're allowing the momentum of reaching towards something to be the driver instead of reacting to something being the driver. Now, does that sound exciting? I think that's an exciting way to show up every day in the workplace, creating what you want. And that's what my book, Show Up Positive, is all about. So, generative leadership. We're going to get out of that fragmented responsiveness. And here are I'm going to give you 4 ideas for your playbook on how you can bring generative leadership into the workplace starting this very minute, right? You can start this today, but let's work on these 4 things together over the coming week. And please come into my comments, into my DMs. Let me know what you are finding about generative leadership in your work, in your life as you practice these 4 things. So first, you want to focus on unleashing the energy and intelligence and creativity from the entire system around you, right? So you're not just trying to do this for yourself. You're looking for ways to draw other people in. That's generative leadership, is that you're engaging with others, you're drawing them in, you're giving them a chance to play alongside of you. And so you are making space for them to join you. So that's important step number 1, making space for others. The next one is to illuminate personal biases and limited beliefs and assumptions that may be getting in the way of really having that strong belonging. So really getting self-aware and noticing how you are thinking about things so that you are not discounting other people's ideas, but you are staying open to those ideas. This is like the curiosity that we talked about many weeks ago. Curiosity is a generative behavior. It helps new things emerge. So you really got to work on being aware of your own biases and your own beliefs and assumptions that may be limiting your view of the world, so that you can be open and welcoming to hear from somebody else. The third thing that you're going to do is promote collaboration by welcoming one and all to get involved in what you're doing. So generative means community building. It means allowing other people to be with you. So this isn't about closing off and finding your like tight little spot of happiness and just living in your zone of sunshine that illuminates only you. You're trying to spread that sunshine so that it is shining and warming others around you. And you're going to do that by welcoming their involvement. You're going to reach out. You're going to welcome them in. You're going to invite them in. And you're going to tap into their intelligence. You're going to believe they have a value to bring into whatever conversation that you are in. And you're going to invite it. And then you're going to silence. Close your own lips so that you can listen and really hear what somebody else has to say. And the last thing that you're going to do is you're really going to focus on helping everyone reach their fullest potential. So you don't see employees as a means to it as a means to an end, but you see the development of employees as the end that you're going for. So they're not fungible pieces and parts that you are managing. These are human beings who have fullest potential. Hey, Tiffany Ramos, thank you. That you are allowing and helping to become the fullest version of themselves that they can. And imagine a workplace where this is happening. Can you see if you were demonstrating? Can you see it? Close your eyes with me. Can you see it? You're demonstrating this generative leadership where you're welcoming and you're focusing on the growth and the potential of others. And you're allowing all of this conversation and belonging to happen. Wow, what new things might be possible if that became the new way of operating for you day to day, and you're seeing it so other people know how to be it and they are joining along with you. So that's what we're going to try to do in this week's Show Up Positive Minute idea of generative. We're going to be generative and see how many people we can bring along with us this week. I can't wait to hear you comment back to me. Let me know how it is going for you. And if I can help you in any way, I'm always happy to chat with people in the DMs or get on a phone call. But let's be generative together. Let's see how much good stuff we can get going. And let's be that sunshine, right? Let's be that sunshine that is warming others all around us. I'm Rita Ernst. I'm the author of Show Up Positive. Thank you for joining me for the Monday Minute. We are coming up on the 10-minute mark, which means I'm out of time, but I look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you for joining me live or joining me on the replay. Please invite others to follow along. I'm here every Monday at 12:45, unless there's some strange thing like last week, a holiday on a Monday that gets in the way. But I look forward to seeing you again soon. And if you want to follow me, follow hashtag Show Up Positive. Thanks so much. Bye.